No one wants to be living at home with their parents till they're 30, right? Nowadays, young adults don't really know how to pay bills or do anything on their own without their parents' help. As a college student, I felt like I learned nothing from high school. I felt like I didn't gain anything at all. High schools need to become more serious about the things they teach the kids. Schools need to establish classes that teach them about taxes, teach them about how to pay their bills, teach them how to get a job, how to build credit, and how to prepare them for college. Students need classes to prepare them for the adult world. Parents rely on school to teach their kids because they might not have the time to, or some families or some kids don't even have families to teach them. High school should start teaching students the things they need to know for the future. High school is the next big step after middle school, and students become legal adults at the end of high school. High schools lack to teach students about the real world. How can students prepare to live on their own? It's hard because they can't pay their bills and they don't have credit. According to an article from Daily Titan published February 27th of 2018, tax courses should be mandatory to ensure students are learning skills that will benefit them long after graduation. I'm a college student now, and I barely know how to do taxes. I had my mom help me, and it was pretty difficult because there's so many boxes you have to fill out. I graduated into 2017, and I don't know how to live on my own still. Students will be more successful in the future after they graduate high school if they were taught these things. Students should be taught proper skills so they can prepare them to be on their own. Some students may not have parents or a family to teach them what they need to know, so school is where kids really learn most of the things they know now. So this is why school should teach kids about the important stuff in life, because that's what teachers influence students. According to an article from Daily Titan published in 2017-2018, a better education starts with teaching students the skills that will have long-term benefits. No matter if they go to college or not, students will be filing taxes, working, living on their own with someone. They will need to pay bills, and they will have to know how to budget. Students rely on their parents to pay their bills right now, but once they graduate from high school, what are they going to do if their parents don't want to pay for them anymore? Students need to build their own credit, so there should be classes that teach them this at a young age in high school. To build credit, you need to have a credit card, and no one knows how to apply for a credit card because they think that, it's just a card that you can spend money, it's free money, but you also have to pay for the bills that come along with it so you can build good credit. With credit, with good credit, you are going to rent a house. You can rent a house. You can buy a house. You can buy a car. But without credit, you can't do any of that kind of stuff. Students also need to learn it's not easy moving out and living on their own. Some people have roommates to divide the cost because it can be pretty expensive. And having good credit gives you a better chance of buying and renting a home. Without good credit, you can't make big purchases, so you won't be able to do anything. Students need to learn how to use money wisely as well. They have to put aside the money for important things first, like bills, and then whatever pocket money they have left, they can use it for themselves. Managing money is so important because so they don't end up running out. Kids get their paychecks and want to spend it all in one day, and I've been there because I've spent a whole paycheck in one day. They should be taught in school how to manage money wisely. According to an article in Spartan Daily posted on March 1st, 2018, money management is an important life lesson. But so many schools that do not offer economic classes, it is not being taught at an appropriate time. Budgeting also helps people retire. That's money being saved up so you can live without working when you're 50 or 60. Saving up money for from each pay period to put aside for emergencies is also smart. You never know what's going to come next, and students forget that. According to an article from Prime Rates published April 6, 2018. The problem is that the majority of American students never get the opportunity to learn financial math skills that prepare them successfully to manage money. Having a job is important too, and they lack to teach that at school. How to get a job, how to have proper etiquette, and job security. Job security should be taught before sending kids off into the real world, because that's how they earn all their money. High schools haven't been teaching the things students need to know. Students should be taught how to file taxes, how to apply for a job, how to apply for credit cards, and build proper credit. Or even just to live on their own. High schools need to prepare young adults for the future. High schools need to teach kids how to become adults, how to be successful without relying on your parents till you're like 30, and they're gonna get tired of you because once you're 18, they don't have to pay for anything. I didn't learn anything about living on my own, how to pay bills, how to save money, and how to plan in high school. High schools need to start teaching kids so they can benefit them in the future. By teaching children in high school about the adult life and the real world, it will help them to be more prepared for anything that comes their way and help them be more successful. This is my audience.